Hey guys, welcome back to the video, to the channel and to this video. This is going to be a very in-depth video for you guys out there. So some of you may or may not know this information, some of you may or may do. I'm not doxing, I am not releasing any information that has not already been pre-released. So therefore it's being screened by Wargaming and various other things. And I'm going to talk about the state of the economy in World of Tanks and why it just feels like you're not getting anywhere. And I want to cover it in three phases. Phase number one, why you're not making credits. Phase number two, what can you do to make credits. And phase number three, how to spend those credits more wisely and at the same time have some fun. Now, I'm going to show you this is my EU account, so bear in mind this is my EU account. This is not my North American account. My North American account is my oldest account and has the most amount of tanks. This is my sub account. This is an account that I mess around with when I stream on Twitch because I'm currently in the EU, plus the ping. I'd rather play on the North American account, but it is what it is. So here it is, guys. This is my North American account. Now, first things first. Why the economy has tanked. If you take a look at the current tech tree, and I'm going to use Russia as an example, and I'm sorry, this is Russia, not the United Soviet States, the United whatever that. I know it's something United something of Russia. Anyway, point is, take a look at how many tier 10s this game has. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, not including what's in their collector's tanks. They have so many tier 10s that they've even got, there you go, so 13 tier 10s. 13 versus Germany's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Versus America's 2, 4, 6, 8. Versus England's 2, 4, 6, 8. No bias at all, is there, Wargaming? Actions speak louder than turds. Anyway, as I was saying, why the economy is in such shambles. And that's because the fact that once you figure out these tips, it will be damn near almost impossible for you to lose credits unless you're purposely trying to do so. Okay, so first things first, find the role that you enjoy playing most. Okay, there's always that one role that you enjoy playing most, that you get the most fun out of. Not necessarily the most credits, the most fun. Okay, for me, on the North American server, it is tank destroyers, it is light tanks. It used to be mediums. It used to be the E8 Sherman. That was my favorite tank, tier 6, my favorite tank, my favorite tier, and my favorite tank role. So mediums, tier 6, American, E8 Sherman, right there. Once you figure out what your favorite tank is, now, granted, you're going to be the little dream boy that says, oh, I want the IS-7 or I want the Object 705A, yada, 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 yada. Okay, that's great. That's a good end dream to have. Have that right there on your wall, you know, just like Homer Simpson did in his factory, where he's got pictures of his kids saying, do it for them, you know what I mean, kind of thing. That's what you want. However, you're going to realize you're going to be broke by the time you go from tier 5 to tier 6. On average, if you're a brand new player, you will be broke between tier 5 and tier 6. Why? Because you're not playing the game correctly. I'm not saying that you're not playing the game to have fun. Obviously you are. However, there are certain things that you can do to make credits. Namely, go to random battles. Go to stories. Once you complete some of these stories, okay, case in point, look, 50,000 credits. 75,000 credits, a day of premium. Okay, you can get little bonuses, trickle bonuses by completing stories. Once the stories are there forever until you complete them. Topography. This is something I tell people they should do no matter what. Why? Because you're learning the maps of World of Tanks. Okay, you're learning the maps and at the same time you're also going to make credits. Now, On this account, I've only done 3 out of the extra. Now these are unavailable because I haven't completed these. But if you go in there, oh look, scenario 2,000, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. Yeah, there you go. There's 80,000 credits right there, plus 1,000 free EXP, plus premium consumables that you will get just for doing this. You're learning the maps, you're getting paid to do it, and you're given consumables. Now, here's a little downside though. Boosters do not count for this. Okay, I cannot stress that. So if you want an injection of cash to help you get from tier 5 into tier 6, okay, do the topography. Just do it. Just do it. Do the topography. Okay? Just trust me on this. Okay? And then right now there's strongholds going on. And this is the, if you're in a clan, this would be where you're at. I am currently the clan leader of this clan. We are recruiting, so if you see me on Twitch and you want to join a clan, look for D6D. That's us. Here's the clan info. One second. Come on. Here we are. Just look for Devil Dogs. There we are. D6D. It's most likely going to be me you speak to. And like I said, you're more than welcome to join. Now, when you do find a clan, okay, there are some elitist clans out there that will kick you out if you don't meet certain requirements and quotas. Don't let it get you down. Don't let it get you down. My clan, I don't care. I don't care about your quotas. I don't care about any of that. I just want to make sure that other people are in the game and having fun. And if you have any questions, just reach out to me. My name's right there, top of the screen. Deceptive Cobras, all lowercase. Right there. Pause the video. Write my name down. Shoot me a message in world, in game. I'm not gonna ignore you. I will respond to you. Now, once you start getting your clan and you're getting some of your tours of duty stuff, you'll get what's known as tour of duty points. You can spend these points and oh look, you're getting 150,000 EXP. You're getting consumables. You're getting equipment slots. You're getting days of premium. You're getting crew members even. At the end of it, you get a Kakara T45T. You get this. I've only ever seen this tank on the battlefield. Gosh darn it. 8 times? So this tank's pretty rare. But it's from what I've been told, this tank's pretty good for a brawler. Not a medium versatile. Technically it is a medium tank, but I've seen a lot of people use it as a brawler. I.e. get in, flank, shoot them in the sides, shoot them in the rears, and then use the speed to get away, the mobility to get away. But anyway, like I said, you get free tanks, you get a tier 10 tank out of it. You can do this, guys. Okay, and don't forget, do your dailies. Let me move my camera real quick. Okay, move up here real quick. Do your dailies. Okay, because when you complete your dailies, you get silver, you get battle pass points. Now the battle pass points, okay, is another area where you can make money. Okay, click on your battle pass. Okay, I've already done 2 out of the 3. So here we are, we're at rank 8. My goal is to get to rank 12 today. Okay, to get to rank 12. And oh look, that's 150,000 lions. There, silver. There's 50,000 silver. There's 125,000 silver. Now, granted, I do have the improved battle passes. So if you're a free-to-play player, the bottom row down here won't apply to you, but the top row will. Okay. So even then, you're still walking away with a lot of silver. And if I was to purchase the stages, say I had the gold, and I go crank all the way to 50. Okay, it's going to cost me 10,000 gold. But I would walk away with a unique style for the WZ 111.5A. I'd walk away with a unique crew member, 250 gold, a bounty equipment piece. I can select 3 experimental pieces of equipment, 7 tokens, 400 crew points that I can put together to purchase another crew member. So that's 2 crew members, 18 days of premium, 39 times 5 experience quests I can add later on to other tanks I'm trying to grind out for, and 6 separate decals. Okay, on top of others. There you go, 950 bonds, 12 credit boosters. That's another way to make money. And in additional 2 standard equipment selections, 30 30 blueprint fragments, 50 universal fragments, 4 level 2 crew books, 2.2 million credits, 850,000 universal books, and 3 level 1 books, 55 directive selections, 10 combat experience, and 18 free crew experience. All because I just decided to go click, click, drag. So if you do spend credits in the game, gold, actual money in the game, this is how you can do it. Basically, if you don't want to grind it out. I'm going to be grinding it out to at least 12 today. So, but you're getting the point I'm trying to make, guys. You can do it. Now, this is another thing you can do. Once you're in the battle pass and you've got the points, go to crew members. Okay, at 600 tokens, you can buy a pre-cleared crew member with 3 skills, and they go in any slot. Any slot. Okay, so if you take a look at my tier 10, take a look at my, these are all from the Christmas event. Let me move that across. All my crew you see here from the Christmas event. Here you go. These are all from the battle pass. Battle pass, battle pass, battle pass, battle pass, battle pass, battle pass. They're all from the battle pass. Okay? In here, battle pass, battle pass. That's my whole point. And in my 121B, there you go. Look at those skill sets on my 121B. Granted, why? Because I had a ton of books. I don't have anything in the Chinese tech tree. I'm not going down the Chinese tech tree. So I had all these battle pass books from completing missions and whatnot. So I just dumped them all into the crew. And now my 121B is on par at fighting at tier 10. Does that mean I make credits? Sometimes. Now, let me explain to you how you can make credits while still playing the game and having fun. So, say you're at tier 6. Actually, no. Let's say you're going from tier 5 into tier 6. Okay, so let's take a look. So, you're in the Cavalier. Okay? Nice Cavalier. I like this tank. It's going to be a tank I'm going to be spending a bit of credits on and having some fun with it, because it can be a fun tank. And so, you're in the research tech tree. Okay? But you're missing... You need... How much for this tank? Stats. Arg. Go back. Research. There it is. So... If we close that. Now, the Cromwell, I believe, is like, there you go. It's on sale, and it's, no, if I sell it, it's worth 500,000. Okay, I'm not going to sell it. Now, in order to get from the Cavalier into the Cromwell, if you've done all those previous things like I told you about, like the stories, the topography, and you've walked away with the, I think if you do all the maps, including the advanced ones, you'll walk away with 3 million credits, I think, keyword, I think. That's 3 million credits that you can put towards the Cromwell. So you've purchased the Cromwell, and now you've got to grind out the tracks. I know the engine you can get from doing the Cromwell, Black Prince, Comet, Centurion, AT-15, yeah, because they're all over the bloody place. Yeah, so yeah, 4, so this is why a lot of people like going down the British tech tree line, because a lot of their engines go across different tank classes, so artillery, tank destroyers, things of that nature. Same as the guns. If you've got the Vickers or the 6 firing quick pounder, this one, yeah. Churchill 3, Crusader, Sherman 3, Cavalier, Churchill 1, and the Cromwell. See? Just not the Comet. This one I believe is on the Comet though. Yeah. Churchill 1, Comet, Cromwell, and Churchill 7. So you go to here, I should have all the guns unlocked, yeah, see? But got them all unlocked, including the tier 7. Which this got unlocked from my Churchill 7. So if you go back, we go to our tech tree real quick. Tech tree. And we look at the Churchill 7. This little thing helped me unlock engines, radio, guns for mediums, tank destroyers, heavies, all because I went through and slugged out the Churchill 6, Tier 6 Churchill 7. And yes, I did get the chopper of the Black Prince, because I'm going down the dual-barreled line. But you get the point I'm trying to make. Now, if I was to go down this tank line, this gun would also go for the Firefly, the Caravan, Black Prince, and Centurion Mark 1, which is this one. This gun goes for Conqueror, and so again, you got a gun for the Conqueror now. This gun is only for the Conqueror and Super Conqueror, I believe. Yeah, Conqueror, Super Conqueror. But you're starting to understand how those work now. And yes, I do have the Mastery Badge in the Churchill 7 already. Churchill 7 is not hard to master. Just angle. That's it, just angle. And 9 times out of 10, most equal or lower tier tanks, mediums and lights and whatnot, just don't know where to shoot you. Heavies, unfortunately, they know exactly where to shoot you. Now, this is another thing. If you're looking at making credits, okay, take a look at fundamentally the cost of shells. Okay, so this shell, okay, costs me let's see. It used to tell you how much the shells cost. Cost 4,000 for the premium, 128 credits for the basic, and 120 for regular AP. Okay, now unless you're spamming, okay, nothing but premium at tier 5, tier 6, you're going to make no credits, none. Okay, stop doing that. I understand that you want to confirm a kill. That's a different story. You're looking at a KV1, it's on like 5 hit points. That's a different story. And you're not 100% sure that your shell's going to pen. Okay, well guess what? I run the howitzer on this thing for lols. I don't run it to make credits. I run it to have to just be annoying. Pop out, shooting a heavy in the track, pull back, let our heavies just vaporize it. Because it can't go nowhere, it's tracked. And I get a ton of support EXP for it. And credits. Again, that's another way you can make money. Another tank class that you can make money in is light tanks, if you know what you're doing. Yeah, I have a ton of light tanks. A lot of light tanks. However, I purposely choose to play high tier light tanks. So things like Cruiser 4, technically it's tier 4. When I mean high tier, I mean anything above tier 3. So that's technically low tier. But I also have the Hawker 30. I've also got the Lichtenstein Kapanzer 70k. And I've also got this little beauty, the VK 2801. Now, I like this. It was a gift tank. You got it for the 13th birthday of Wargaming. So everyone should have this tank. If you're new to the game, you won't have this tank. What? Hate to say that. You won't have it. But I do. And so I've kitted this thing out to have fun. And I fire majority HE at 128 credits because it's the same round. Oh, look. Same costs because it's the same round that's fired by the Panzer IV with a derp gun, because it's the exact same derp gun, only it's on a light tank. So that said, that aside, let's take a look at something else, okay? On average, most players are going to end up having to go through a medium tank line. And when you do this, you're going to have a struggle session of either poor gun depression, poor gun elevation, not enough mobility, certainly not enough armor, period, at all. That's life. Okay, just get over it. It's life. There's always a downside. It's called a balance factor here in Wargaming. Now, for me, on my EU account, as you can see, I've gone down the German line. I'm a Wehrmacht player. Okay. I am a VMUP player. So, and my current tank that I'm using to grind out my battle pass points is tier 4s, because tier 4s get a bonus once you've capped out. Now if you look at the tank, you're going to see 58 of 70. That's the maximum amount of battle pass points this tank can generate. Once it reaches that cap, you get an additional bonus on top. So once I hit 70, it's going to go, congratulations, here's another 30 to equal it out to 100. So bing, 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 bing. Next tank, grind it out. Bing, 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 bing. Next tank, grind it out. Bing, 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 bing. Next tank, grind it out. That's how you get through the battle pass really quickly. Okay? Just a heads up. That is how you do it. Start at tier 4 and work your way up. Okay? Now, if you're new to the game and all you've got is tier 4s, stay with tier 4s. Okay? Granted, as you're playing the tier 4s, you're going to start making credits. Why? Because at tier 4, it is a lot more easier on the wallet. And that's a fact. Period. Now, also at tier 4, you're going to come across certain tanks that, how can I put this nicely, seem a little bit overpowered, especially in your a Panzer 3 and you come across a KV1 or a KV2 and they one-shot you. Dem the brakes, kid. Is what it is. Wargaming taketh, wargaming giveth. Okay, because the next game you get, there might be no heavy tanks and it might just be nothing but mediums. And in which case, it's all an even playing field. It's down to you and your skills. If you don't have the skills, I can't help you there. I mean, I could a little bit up to a certain point. But I can't control your keyboard and mouse for you. That's up to you. Now, some people will also turn around and say that artillery do make credits, and they do. Case in point, the reason why artillery make credits is because artillery, their shells are not that expensive. Okay, 1,280 credits for this shell, 1,120 credits for this shell, and 1,240 credits for that shell. Do you see? What I want to know, and again, if you are arty, okay, now granted this artillery piece is quite high tier and the crew is quite large. Sorry skills, yes, I did put you in my arty because I know you love arty. He doesn't, he hates arty, by the way. The reason why I have this tank is because you're going to come across the campaigns. Now, at tier 4, you can't do these. You can't start these. At tier 5, you can. Now, at campaigns is you do 15 light tank missions, 15 medium tank missions, 15 heavy tank missions, 15 tank destroyer missions, and 15 artillery missions. Once you've done that, you will unlock a piece of the tank. Once you've got all 5 pieces, just like Captain Planet's rings, you combine them and you get the Stug 4, or you get the T28 HTC, or you'll be getting the T55A, or God forbid the Object 260. This thing is just... I'm currently getting the T55A here in the EU server. On the North American server, I'm only down to like 2 missions, and then I'll have the T55A unlocked, and it's mine. And I think it will be the first Soviet tier 10 tank for me. And that's the whole point, guys. Okay, this is how you can get some really cool... And this will give you little small little mini missions to complete. Okay? It would give you small little mini missions to complete. Okay? And I think it's a cool idea. I do. Now, eventually you're going to start getting into the Excalibur section. Now, I believe I'm doing the German section. Now, you can breeze through this in the Japanese tanks. I'm sorry, but the OI and the Type 5 Heavy breeze through these sets of missions. But I don't have any of those. So, yeah, you got Union, which is all Soviet tanks. So you got the Chinese tanks as well as the Soviet tanks. And I don't have any of those. These are all done with French, Czech, Swedish and Italian. These are done with American, English and Polish vehicles. Interesting. So Destroy 20 enemy vehicles, cause 3k of damage to enemy vehicles. And it's not just for any tank class, so it covers all classes. So if you take a super heavy in and you've got to block 2,000 damage, jobs are good. Things of that nature. You just got to read the quests, read the missions, and do them appropriately. Okay, now don't focus on them though. This is another thing that a lot of players get mixed up on. Is all they do is they focus on those missions. Don't do that. Set it and forget it. And you'll be amazed at how quickly you start just knocking them out. But I truly mean that. Set it, forget it, and you'll do good. So first things first. If you're new to the game, click on random battles. Do the stories first. Just trust me. Do the stories first. Do all 6. Get all the credits and free EXP. Once you've done that, okay, then go on to topography. Okay, and do all the maps. Okay, if you do, and they're not even that hard. Here, let's tank scenario 1. We're going to do tank scenario 1 right now. Okay, you'll see how, and this teaches you how to play the game. Okay, so if you're new to the game,
follow the recommendations to hit all training targets.
Copy that. Copy that. See. Bum, 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 bum. And you've got infinite ammo. You don't pay for anything, so you can keep trying this as much as you want. You can keep trying this as much as you want.
Follow the recommendations to reach the firing line and destroy all targets from there.
Copy that. And this is all you got to do. This will teach you angling, this will teach you map positions, where you can shoot from, where you can't shoot from. Ever wondered how one tank can hit you but you can't hit them? This is how. This is how. They played the topography, they learnt the map. They found out what maps are their favourites, what ones they've added to their ignore list.
You're on the firing line. Destroy the targets. You'll be harder to hit if most of your vehicle is hidden.
That's one pierced. Just how I drew it up. Penetration. That's one pierced.
Excellent. Firing range complete.
Clearly inferior.
You need to reach the firing line and destroy all targets.
Too easy. You're done.
And this is it, guys. This is all you need to do. It's literally self-explanatory. See? Notice how he can't pen me, but I can pen him. See?
Firing range complete. Additional time received.
Target destroyed.
Now we're going to come down here.
Go to the firing line.
Now you got to be careful because this area is really hard for this tank. This is just basically an armored Sherman. So
Fire at will.
which one's Will? Do we know these people?
Armor not penetrated.
Okay.
That's one pierced.
He's gone.
You're done. This
Sherman. Yeah.
can't stop me. Penetration.
It's a stock Sherman turret.
Here. That's all for you.
He's done.
To my leadership, you could have achieved so much more.
Hit C. Gonna hit. Slower plate. Good shot. It's tracked.
Firing range complete.
Good work.
Destroyed.
And yeah, there's a timer to this, a timer component to this. But the point is, guys, this is fun. You're learning the map. You're learning the tank. You're learning, you know, And you're like, oh wait, hang on, I didn't realise I could go this way. Yeah, exactly, you're learning. The idea of this is to learn. And last night, while I was researching for this video, I'm not gonna lie, I did actually research. I came across something that really upset me, and that was in 2015, Wargaming, when they released World of Tanks for the PlayStation, they let go a lot of... Caught them on fire. They let a lot of their dev team go. Oh, he's got an angle on me. That's not good. Okay, come on, gun. Gun. Yeah. Thank you. Show him with the dirt.
Time added.
Under my leadership, you could have achieved so much more.
Reach the marker for further instruction.
Okay. I want...
Destroy the targets.
At this angle it would. That's it. Mission complete. Easiest 20k credits I've ever made. And it didn't cost me a penny, so that's all 20k profit. Now you can only do these once. You can't repeat them, unfortunately. I'm kind of glad that you can't. But there you go. Right there, 20k credits. I'll take that. And once you complete all 4... 2, 4, 6, that's 80,000 credits, 1,000 free EXP, 3 premium automatic fire extinguishers, 3 premium med kits, and 3 premium repair kits. All for a few minutes of your time. Okay, scenario 2. Let's go. This is the fact that there are people in streamers chats saying I can't make credits, I can't make credits. No, you can make credits, you just don't know how. This is why I'm making this video. I'm making this video to teach you what to do, where to go, how to do it, without you thinking, oh, I need a tier 10 tank with Woot Premium and all. No, you don't. Wargaming have added these things into the game, but nobody knows how to use them because they don't advertise them that well. That's the problem with World of Tanks. And I'm not being disrespectful to people in general, but you all have the attention span of a mosquito in a blood bank.
Your task
okay?
is to destroy all targets, but first reach the firing line.
Alright, so now I'm lit.
You're on the firing line. Destroy the targets. Try to hide your vehicle's hull when firing.
Penetration.
Firing range complete. Additional time received.
It's almost impossible to hide. Well, I could have angled a little bit better.
all targets.
Okay, you want to clear out. Yeah.
Next shot will go through.
Angle. There we go.
That one pierced.
He's done.
Under my leadership, you could have achieved so
Now,
much more.
the reason why you want to clear this area out first is so you're not caught into a crossfire.
That's all for you. Too
One more.
easy. That's it.
Go away.
Critical hit. What pitiful armor. Penetration.
Remember what I said? When aiming down,
Firing range complete.
You won't bother us anymore.
again.
You need to reach the firing line and destroy all targets.
Yeah, this tank's stock. It doesn't have a rammer, it doesn't have a turbo or anything like that. T14 with a turbo is actually pretty impressive, I'm not gonna lie.
Destroy the targets.
Okay, now, this is what's called side scraping. If I can side scrape correctly. Come on now. So we can right there,
Pierced.
right there. That's him done. Okay, so we can see a little bit of an edge. There he is.
Too easy.
Excellent.
So-
Firing range complete.
It teaches you to be sneaky Pete's.
Could have achieved so
It teaches you, you know, like right here. I know so many heavy tanks that die
Reach the mark.
trying to push up this little bit because, granted, it's slow. It's soft terrain. You're a heavy tank with not a terrain. You're giving tank destroyers enough time to prep up and just pick you off. So what I tend to do,
Destroy all targets.
okay. Oh, he's gonna have a shot on me.
Yeah, that's all for you. Next shot will go
Zoom in. That's him gone. Now. No. 3, 2, 1. Okay,
Man down.
got him.
Too easy.
Time added.
Clearly inferior.
Again. Now, because I know the AI won't push me, I can take care of the tanks at range first. It's gonna be there. No?
Go to the firing line. Destroy the targets.
You're done.
Gonna be stuck.
What pitiful armor.
This is the problem.
Penetration.
There we go.
Man down.
And that's map number 2 done. Now, I could have angled my tank a lot better. Not gonna lie. And how can I put this nicely? Wargaming since March have been trying to fix the matchmaker, and that's the current gripe that a lot of players have, is that the matchmaker is just not there. Okay, now here we go, T-34. So if you're not used to heavies, same map, but let's do it in a medium. Okay, so let's knock this one out, shall we? In fact, let's knock this map out. Okay, so you're going to see what I'm talking about. Okay, and why you should do you should do it. You should do the
and destroy designated targets.
The event. It's there. It's not going anywhere. You know, take your time. You learn them. Specifically, pick a map that you don't do well in normally. Pick that map, and away you go.
This time, that will be on our terms.
Get ready.
Go to the marker on the map. You need to reach the firing line and destroy all targets.
See, medium tanks normally... Well, some medium tanks, not all. Some medium tanks do come this direction. Not all.
You're on the firing line. Destroy the targets.
Okay, so we're going to kill their eyes.
Targets destroyed.
A little bit lower. There we go.
Time added. Go to the firing line. Fire at will.
Okay, again, another issue with the T-32 is it does not do well with gun elevation in the T-34, sorry.
Use the terrain to hide most of your vehicle. Firing range complete.
Clearly inferior.
Yeah, there's a glancing hit on the right side of the turret.
You need to reach the firing line and destroy all targets. You're on the firing line. Destroy the targets.
Penetration.
That's him done.
My leadership, you could have achieved so
Ow.
much more. That one pierced.
Now, see what I'm doing?
Time added.
I'm using the terrain in conjunction with my pour out. That's a tank destroyer back there.
Reach the marker for further instructions.
So we can flank around. And I'm using the terrain in conjunction with my bad gun elevation and depression.
Fire at will.
3, 2, 1.
Here. That's all for you. That's it. Go away.
My freaking phone. Preemptively shot. He's tracked. Going nowhere.
Goddamn module.
Aim up a bit.
Excellent. Firing range complete.
I'm down.
And that was that. Just got 2 tank destroyers left to find now.
Your task is to destroy all targets. But first, reach the firing line.
See,
Destroy all targets.
Too easy. destroyed.
3, 2, 1. No. There we go. There it is. Come on. Thank you.
Just how I drew it up.
And there we go. Another mission complete. You can do it. If an old 45-year-old fart like me can do this, you can do it too, guys. Alright? And that's the whole point. That's another 20k in the bank. Last scenario. Let's knock it out. I'm walking away with 80,000 credits and a ton of premium consumables from one map. There's 6 maps there. Do the math.
Follow the recommendations.
It's 500,000 credits.
Follow the route and destroy designated targets.
Into battle! It's a shame to have a vehicle like ours gather dust in a hero.
Follow the recommendations to reach the firing line.
And by the way, the
Destroy all
voiceover
targets from there.
pack for my tank commander is Max von Krieger. I'm kind of still salty at the fact that I missed out on unlocking Max by like 1 or 2 games, and then the servers went down for a reset, and then when they came back up, they were under cooldown, and I couldn't get Max
Your
unlocked.
task is to destroy all
No,
targets.
not gonna lie,
Reach
I
the
was
firing line.
hella salty because I've always wanted Max von Krieger as a tank commander.
Fire at will.
Alright, so first things first.
Next shot will go through.
Here's 1,
That's all for you.
2,
Too easy.
and 3.
You won't bother us anymore.
What is it?
Use the
Sherman.
terrain to hide most of your vehicles.
Here. That's all for you.
Firing
Yeah,
range.
he's done.
You're done.
Again, for some reason he was firing HE at me. Whatevs.
Reach the marker for further instructions. Destroy all targets.
Come on, man. Alright. This is what I'm going to do.
Commander, the targets won't destroy themselves.
No shit, shut up! I'm in a T-34, motherfucker.
Too easy.
This is a bad ambush. Alright, he's gone.
Just how I drew it up.
How has this Sherman even got a shot? Whatever. It's amazing how his actual optic this gun, bruv. Can you just fucking die already? Right, you're done. Jesus.
Too easy.
Way too
Excellent.
there.
Firing range complete.
Jesus.
Destroy.
Wasted so much hit
To
points
reach the
there.
firing line and destroy
Mostly
all
struggling with the tank's freaking
targets. Fire at will.
gun depression, mostly. Come on. Like, this aim time is just ridiculous. Oh yeah, of course. You're done. See, and this is another thing. Don't sit there like these targets are. These targets are just sitting there.
Reach the marker for further instructions. You're on the firing line. Destroy the target.
See?
Firing range complete.
Yeah, learn from your mistakes.
Go to the firing line.
9 times out of 10, you will be fighting with your tank as well as the map. Okay, let's also now add in teammates who think they're Erwin Rommel. Pixel shot. Again, I'm mostly fighting with the gun depression. Yeah, I'm mostly too busy fighting with this tank. Come on. Okay. That's his rear armor, and I bounced. There we go.
Under my leadership, you could have achieved so much more.
I was making that way too harder than it should be. But you understand, even a fuck up like me, pardon my French, even that, you know, you can do it, guys. Once you've done this, you know, you can do it. There you go, completed. There you go. There you go. And that's the topography. Each map, there you go, will give you something for it. Okay. So let's see, there's 160k. There's 320k. Do you see, guys? You can do this. You can do it. You can have fun. You can walk away with, you know, 500,000 or more in credits. Okay. That's another way of making money, and free EXP to get unlocks and various other things. So do your dailies, okay? And if the dailies are too hard, re-roll them. You can re-roll them by clicking on them and then clicking this little mission re-roll button, and that's it. You can re-roll them every 4 hours, okay? So and they're not meant to get done in the first battle. That some of these missions are like, do 5,000 damage. Doesn't mean it wants you to do 5,000 damage in one game. It just means do 5,000 damage in your login potential. And not even for it's the whole 24 hours. So you can play, get 1,000, 2,000, go have a cup of tea, go have some lunch, go out with some friends, go to the gym, come back, clear mind, clear body, clear everything, go in and knock out the rest. You can do it, guys. Alright? There's no, I have no idea why everyone is in such a rush to get everything done all the time anymore. Okay? Take your time. Don't forget, you get these bonds through doing the battle pass, and in order to go up in the battle pass, use your tier 4, tier 5 and tier 6 tanks and just grind them up. Okay? Once you've maxed out all your tier 4s, all your tier 5s and all your tier 6s, then move on to tier 7s and move on to the tier 8s. And you should have the battle passes completed. I have 2 out of the 3 battle passes done. Okay? So if I go back to chapters, and you'll see for yourself. Done. Done. Okay? Now, there are some tanks that will give you bonuses. Okay, what I mean by that is if you're doing the American one with the pattern and you use the pattern tank, you can farm 1,000 tokens with your pattern tank. If you want to lose credits, sure, go ahead, because you're at tier 10 and everyone knows you automatically tap the 2 key. Now, this is another thing. A lot of people keep asking me what one of these 2 tanks is I'm going to go for, because I can start these farms right now. I can go activate chapter and start these farms right now. And then at the end of it, you will walk away with Duke as a crew member. You will walk away with the tank, the TS6, and a whole bunch of other stuff, and even a unique style. So, do I want to go heavy tank or do I want to go medium tank? Now, bear in mind, this poor tank does not have any armor going for it. It has absolutely nothing going for it. It really doesn't. Has nothing going for it. So I don't know, to be honest with you guys. Right now I've only got 4 or 5 days left. This is why I need to get at least 4 or 5 things done today. And I'm stopping that grind to do this video to let you guys know. Alright? And again, don't be afraid to take a look at the token store. Once you've got enough tokens, again, I do have a Cobra. Excuse me. I did recently pick up the K91 PT. It's actually a fun little tank destroyer. I also have a Schaffertor, and I have the Königspanzer. I was thinking about picking up the AE Phase 1, and I did purchase one of these. Again, you can also use your tokens for echo boosters. I don't suggest you do this. This is woefully overpriced. It's only for a 50% increase for an hour. It's not worth the tokens. It's not worth it. Save your tokens. Trust me, you will make more credits in the long run if you purchase one of these tanks and just play fairly. And I don't mean play passive, because I see so many Schaffertor players put on Commander's Vision Viewport, optics and da-da-da in a camo net, sit in a bush and think they're a pseudo light tank. No. You get nothing done. You get absolutely nothing done. Auto loaders do well in a wolf pack, which means you have more than one auto loader, usually 2 or 3. They designate a specific target that's out on its own, like a Yagi E100 or an E100 or whatever, that thinks they're in a good position. One of the Schaffertors walks forward, takes that hit, while the other 2 flank, pop, 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 and it's over. It's over. That super heavy's gone. This is why I keep telling you, auto loaders in a wolf pack are dangerous. Always pay attention to what is in the team lineup. And if you see platoons or squads, if they're auto loaders, they are the alpha threat in that entire team lineup. And I don't let my guard down until both those tanks are destroyed. And you shouldn't too. So yeah, I hope these tips helped. Do the topography, get some credits, stick with lower tiers to farm credits, get some lower tier premiums as well. Don't be afraid to get. Again, I understand some of you guys are playing on a budget. If you're playing on a budget, trust me, I get it. I do. I play on a budget as well. So I'm gonna take a look at what's going on at the Wargaming store. Let's take a look. Right now they've got a sale on the ISU 152K, not worth it. XM66F, if you know how to play this tank, yes, it is worth it. This one will give you 2 million credits, 5,000 gold, plus the tank, a specific style. Let's take a look. What will you get for this? You get 5,000 gold, 2 million credits, a style called Ruby Armor, 2,300%. 100%, 50 credit boosters. See, this to me is worth it just for the boosters, and it's at 28% sale off right now. So yeah. Also, don't forget, check your coupons. Sometimes you will have coupons through doing events. Take those coupons, apply them to your tanks, apply them to the events. What else? Object 274A. if you're interested in medium tanks, this is not a bad one for you. I don't like Soviet stuff. I just not my thing, not my thing. The Rambo pass, I truthfully don't understand why they're running a Rambo pass and a Duke Nukem at the same time. Makes little to no sense. It just doesn't. It's an M103 with a different gun. That's all the tank is. Just armor profile's the same, which means you can be overmatched on top of your roof. You can be overmatched on your lower plate. Okay, that's all it is. That's literally all it is. And then you can buy the fully loaded crew. Problem is, these are all commanders. They all have unique voiceovers, which means they're often usually set to be commanders. And if that's the case, if they're set to be commanders only, why would you want 5 separate commanders? That's not even enough to crew the tank. So, yeah, is what it is. So yeah, you could buy the crew for 8 quid. Because you've got to add taxes. So for £8 you could, or $14, you could buy Rambo. You could buy, Sheriff Tussle. You could get Murdoch. You could get Truman. You could get Cobra. Point is, I don't see the point of that. So let's take a look at what they've got. Go to vehicles. Alright, so they've got the Thunderbolt. It's on sale. That's not a bad little Sherman. It's up armoured. Good for side scraping. As much as I love the Lerva, I love the T-34, stay away from them. Honestly, at that tier, you're better off getting the Chrysler Girlfriend. Reason why is has much better armor, a better profile. If you can go hold down in this thing, you are a beast. Just angle it slightly, 30, 45 degrees, you are a beast. You are you whack a turbo in this, turbo, hardener, and rammer, and you are literally a stalwart. You are an immovable wall. Even if you fight tier 9, tier 10s. I've seen tier 9s and tier 10s struggle to get past a Chrysler K sometimes, if they know what they're doing. So that's a good little tank. Regular Risei set this thing up to be basically a TD, so work on the gun handling, work on your camo, and just use that gun to its advantage. That's a very powerful alpha gun. Scorpion G is always a good haul, but it's not on sale right now, is it? No, it's not. In fact, let's go up here. This is what I like to do sometimes. So I'll go up here, go tier 8, types, tank destroyer. Okay, so they've got the STRV S1. All the Swedish tank destroyers have one fundamental problem. Lower caliber guns, yes, auto ricochet because of where your armor profile is set up. However, if they get to your sides, track you, or your rear, you're done for. Same with any of these tanks. Again, the Canopsa 105, I've never owned this. I've been wanting to buy it and compare it to other tank destroyers like the Scorpion G and the Scorp, and they're technically the same tank. But point is, every time I've gone to go buy it, something in the back of my head has said no, don't. So, and I destroy these tank destroyers in my mediums because if they angle correctly, problem is with the Swedish tank destroyer, it has no gun elevation or traverse. It has to physically lift the tank up with its suspension system. When it does that, it exposes its lower plate. When it rocks back and forth, it lifts its lower plate, so you just pen it all the time. And then there's the 102. T103 is not worth buying. You can get it in the Bond shop, so get it in the Bond shop. Let's see, heavy tanks. T-34 is not on sale today. Oh, interesting. So the Lerva, IS-6, 50 TP. I have a 50 TP. Is it a 50 TP that I've got? Let me double check. Is it a 50 TP? Yeah, 56 TP, sorry. I've got a 56 TP. And I've got the Project Iron, which is just a T56 with a cool skin. Awesome. And then I've got the TS-54. I've been wanting to work with this tank and try and get it to work-ish. But it's just not worth it. It's just not getting there for me. I don't know why. It's just not. It's just not. So let's go back to you. So yeah, Chrysler K over the T26. Action shit over the 112. 50 TP over the Emil. And the Lerva over the IS6. In that order. That's what I would do. Heavies wise. Medium tanks, let's take a look. Skoda T27 or TS50. Go with the Skoda T27. The 54 prototype has an issue with gun depression and elevation. Ram Panzer or the STA2. Rebel Rise over the FE4202. Rebel Rise. Super Pershing is just in a league of its own because it is. It's an amazing tank. And then light tanks. I have these two. I don't own a T92. I don't want to own a T92. I've owned one before in the past and I've sold it after about 10 games because it just horrible. It just wasn't suiting my playstyle. So yeah, but let's take a look at some lower tier premium, shall we? Tier 5. Let's see what they got. Okay, Chinukai. Okay, all right. Okay, so a good tank for the money is Type 3 Chinukai and the Excelsior. They're really good. Okay, the Excelsior is just a Cromwell that's been very heavily up armored. Still has the Cromwell's good fast firing punchy gun. Black Prince again, not really. It's too slow. It doesn't have the mobility as it should for a medium tank. So yeah, go for the Chinukai or the Excelsior. Churchill 3, not really. T25, this was recently added into the summertime event, so if you did the tokens, you could have bought the tank, you could have got the tank, and you can also get it for bonds, I believe. You can still get it for bonds. I want to say you can still get it for bonds. Okay, these are the tanks I've got already for. T-34S isn't bad for bonds. And yeah, I know it's a Soviet tank and I'm not. Yeah, so you can get the SU-100Y for bonds. TOG 2 is a TOG 2. Leave the Panzer 5, Panzer 4, Hydra Stack. It's just these two. These are probably the only Panzer 2s that when I do get them, I'm very rarely going to play them. So let's take a look at the bond store real quick. What bond tanks are worth getting? M60, 121B, they're the best out of the mediums. Every other medium in here is just pants. Tank destroyers. It depends on your playstyle. If you like to brawl it out, because the Foch does have some armor, so it can somewhat get close, and it has to because of the accuracy nerf. It has to get close. So, I'm thinking. Because there's some lower tier tank destroyers as well. So, SU-100Y, no, because once it's lit, it's got no armor to defend itself, and it doesn't have the ability to get away. What else? T-103 again doesn't. It's got such an odd armor profile, but again, it lacks the mobility to get away out the fight. Kestrel, again, this is an odd tank. A lot of people try to use it as a tank destroyer, and I'm like, you're a heavy tank, bro. You don't have the camo, nor do you have the armor. It's such a long tank as well, so it's hard to side scraping. Yeah, this thing can side scrape. It is a good side scraping tank, but not for pop outs. Pop outs is no. So let's take a quick look again. So the 268 version 5, this one has a turret. So yeah, it's a tank destroyer, but it has a turret, but it has that typical Soviet ugly cupola plus the flat top upper upper plate is quite flat, so let's take a look at armor inspector and you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's get rid of these. Now, do you see? 30 mil thick, 154. So that's where most heavy tanks, tank destroyers, and medium, hell even light tanks will just aim right up there. They'll aim here or aim here. I mean, see, 110. Or they'll aim here, here. I mean, there's no real true bouncy section on this tank. This is why I say to people, always take a look at the armor inspector before you purchase a tank. So that's a no. But if you take a look at the British Death Star version 1, yeah, again, big old weakness. Weakness. This thing really doesn't have a lot in the way of armor, but it's not meant to. It's the gun. The gun is meant to just say, computer says nah. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, and like I said, that's why it's called the baby Death Star, because it's not a true Death Star, it's a baby Death Star. So yeah, like I said, if you like a tank destroyer with a turret, which I do, I would go with the object. But then again, 15,000 bonds is a lot of bonds to spend. But again, fundamentally, guys, this comes down to your playstyle. Okay, fundamentally, it all just comes down to your playstyle. So, hope the tips that I gave you helped, and just remember, guys. Okay. Just because a premium ammo has better pen doesn't make it the better choice. Now let me explain. This is going to go a little bit of a tangent for you. Former tank driver here, okay, so I understand shell mechanics and whatnot. I had to learn them more. Just because you have... Now, there are certain shell types that are not in the game. Wargaming won't add them, because if they did, it would make every tank in the game obsolete. And I'm not talking about fin stabilized, no. I'm talking about a simple shell called APHE. That's it. It's literally just armor piercing, high explosive. And yes, it is a real thing. Shell hits the armor, casing opens up, then a little mini shot. Then a hand grenade. Why? Because it overpressures. Overpressure is a thing in a tank, because a tank is a sealed environment. Okay, outside pressure, inside pressure. If a shell hits a sealed tank, okay, or even a non-sealed tank like an open top, like a Jackson or a Hellcat or a Scorpion G, things of that nature. Okay, so let's take a look at tank destroyers. So if it hits this, the crew inside are dead. They're dead. It's like literally walking into a barometric pressure chamber and someone just goes and lets all the air out. You're dead. APHE was specifically designed to neutralize open top tank, just open tank vehicles, APCs, planes even, because a plane is a sealed compartment. You hit the plane with the APHE, all dead. Crew inside here, the majority of them would be dead. But again, the AP round has to get through the armor first. Okay? They won't add APHE. But if you take a look, let's take a look at armor. Okay, let's take a look at these shells in particular. Okay. Now, armor piercing versus armor piercing composite rigid. Armor piercing composite rigid, it was specifically designed to go against superstructures. Okay, so the upper superstructure of a tank. Okay? Not tracks. The tracks will eat the AP composite rigid, the APCR. Okay, they will eat an APCR round. You'll do damn near no damage. It'll just get eaten and they'll laugh at you. If you want to do maximum damage to a tank's tracks, fire high explosive. Fire high explosive. Why? It's just a hand grenade. It hits the track, it destroys the track and the wheels and does the maximum amount of hit point damage that shell can do. And this shell does 630, 423 on a low roll, 788 on a high roll. Most tanks' hit points aren't that strong, unless you're a super heavy, in which case if you're my Yagi with the right equipment, her tracks are over 1,000 hit points. Good luck trying to track me. Even a HE blast won't track me on the first hit. Okay? AP rounds will do more damage to tracks than an APCR round, but less damage than a high explosive. Make sense now? There you go. So tanks that only have APCR, and I'm looking at you, American. Sadly, I'm looking at you, Patriot. The Patriot gets truly fucked over. This tank is supposed to have AP rounds. It is. It is supposed to have AP rounds, but for some reason Wargaming will not give this tank AP rounds. It only gives it APCR. Even its premium rounds is APCR. Why? I do not know. Wargaming won't fix this. They won't. Pershings had AP rounds. In fact, you can go to the Pershing tech tree and you will see that they have AP rounds. Tech tree. Because that's all the Patriot is. The Patriot is a freaking Pershing. Okay? So let's take a look at the Pershing. Okay? Here's the Pershing. Here's the Pershing. There's the module. There's the gun. Okay? So let's kit it out with everything. It has AP. The Pershing has AP, so why doesn't the Patriot? Why does the Patriot only have APCR, APCR, APCR? Makes no sense. So yes, there are times I have to dip into the HE if I want to track an enemy vehicle. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. In order for me to track a heavy tank, I have to load HE and specifically aim for one spot in particular. Because this tank does not get AP rounds. Look, listen, I don't make the rules, Wargaming do, and I'm trying my best. But anyway, guys, so, long story short, know what shells and where to fire. If you're trying to track a target, fire AP or HE. Do not fire APCR. APCR will do nothing. Nothing to the tracks, if anything. Because tracks are considered spaced armor, and APCR don't do well against spaced armor. So, case in point, take a look at the Super Pershing. Okay, so we're going to go to Premium Shop. Okay, we're going to go Vehicles. No, don't have to look right here. So we're going to go Tier 8, Meade. Okay. This tank used to be the bane of all Soviet tank destroyers because of the spaced armor. Okay, the spaced armor would literally stop BL-10 and BL-9 guns from doing 900 or 1100 alpha damage. Just psh, bing, nothing. Failed to penetrate because the spaced armor was doing its job. And most Soviet tank destroyers were sitting way in the back of the map with little to no accuracy. So when they did used to shoot at you, they couldn't specifically aim for your weak spots. Okay? And I remember, with my Super Pershing on the North American server, I blocked almost 11,000 damage from 4 Soviet tank destroyers. 2 of them were Object 904s, and 2 of them were... Oh gosh, now you make me look. Oh, it's Chinese. Yeah, Object 904s. And I want to say 268s? Yeah, 904s and 268s. And it was literally just donk, 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 donk. They were getting mad. And then Wargaming nerfed the Super Persian because his spaced armor was doing too much of a good job. Makes no sense. This is why if you're in a KV2, and I have a KV2, this is why if you are in a KV2 and you come across a medium or a heavy tank that's side on like this, aim at the tracks and shoot. You'll do the most amount of damage. Boom! Every time. Because not only does the shell bypass the track abilities to eat the shell, the high explosive damage will go under the tank where there's it's got no zero armor rating and do maximum amount of damage. That's how I've got the mastery badge in my KV2. You're welcome. So yeah, like I said, guys, know the shell, play smart, do the topography. Seriously, just do the topography, do the missions, get your credits, save up your money, and stick at tier 4, tier 5. Keep those tanks, okay? Keep those tanks. Just keep them. Keep them, keep them, keep them. Use them to grind out your battle pass and to build credits, and then from there, once you start getting into better tanks at tier 6, tier 7, again, always I keep tier 4, tier 5 and tier 6 tanks in my line, in my garage, because they're just really fun tank tiers to play and to try out new builds and new ideas and just mess around. Especially if you're a streamer like me. I do stream on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/aces and8s. Link will be in the video description. Come check out, come hang out, and request a mean build for tier 4, tier 5, tier 6. And yeah, until then, guys, I'm going to end this video with a stay safe, have fun, keep your shows flying, keep your enemies dying. Cobra Commander is out, and I'll see you guys on the battlefield.